This is the Boneyard. It's a section of slaughter pen in Bentonville that I have not yet conquered. Sketchy, steep, and high consequence. And I'm on a mission to get better on my bike every single day. So today, I'm gonna try to do it, but the only problem is, my favorite enduro bike looks like this. So hitting this terrifying rock step up isn't just about manning up to do it. Well, it kinda is. But remember, since I moved to Bentonville, I've been on a fitness journey. So to me, mustering up the courage to jump this step up is a culmination of skill, strength, fitness, and confidence. Plus, I need a good bike to do it. That's why I chose my Commencal Meta SX, which is hands down my favorite bike. I really feel like I can do anything on this bike, and I even used it to hit drop the hammer for the first time. And I lucked out when I built this bike. If you can remember, I challenged myself to ride all of Bentonville to earn this bike pretty much in my head, and then I did a frame up custom build on a budget. But with this being my first enduro bike, I didn't know how to set up an enduro bike. I didn't know what I was doing. But somehow I got so lucky because everything just worked so perfectly. And I haven't changed a thing since I built it in 7 months. And usually, you guys know how I am, I start upgrading the bike after like the first ride pretty much right away. So obviously, there's some parts missing. Where'd the bars go? Well, the bars are actually right here, and it's funny, the parts on this bike were so good that I've been using them on all my other builds. And the thing that I like most about this bike is the stack height. Just a really nice, tall, upright riding position, and then I had it paired with the 30mm rise bars. So this bike was just super balanced, not front bias, not rear bias, just super balanced, and I think that's why I was so comfortable on this bike. Sure, I could put these one-up bars back on, but no. I got something new, and it's because of you guys. A few people in the Saga Squad told me about some new bars that are actually way better than these one-up bars. And actually the number that was thrown around was 15% better. So without verifying that claim, I said, give me those different bars. And here they are. Tidal Form 35. And these expensive bars are rated to take on enduro, downhill, even free ride. But here's the interesting thing. The reason why I like these one-up bars is because of the vertical compliance. And the carbon is shaped kind of weird right here, and that actually lets it flex a little bit so your hands won't feel so much vibration. And then when you're turning or jumping, they flex but kind of spring back into action, and that's the feeling that I really like. And then Tidal says with their carbon layup and their shape that they actually have 15% more vertical compliance than the one-up. But I also have a different stem for this bike. On my spare time, I kind of played around with the bike setup and I tried narrower bars, a shorter stem, but it really took away the special feeling of this Commencal. And originally I had this Renthal stem, it's like 45mm long, but when I was buying the bars, I saw that Tidal has a stem that's polished and I just had to have it. So let's get this front end back together. So that was kind of interesting. I forgot to cut down the bars before I installed them, and then I just kind of cut them while they were installed, and it's definitely not my finest moment, but it actually kind of worked. I'm surprised. But there's something I need to work on, and it's this seat post. It is the wrong one for this bike. When I was putting this bike together, I was on a super tight budget, and instead of buying a whole new dropper for this 34.9 seat post, I just used a shim. Now, I'm not sure if that's a politically incorrect word these days, but I was told that using a shim is not good because it creates a dead space and the seat post can flex around in the seat tube, and that's going to lead to this frame cracking. So luckily P&W reached out to me and sent me the correct size dropper post. And I am super thankful that they did that because, man, now that I live in Bentonville and I'm riding in mud, a lot of droppers just cannot handle the mud, getting splashed up onto the seat post. And the P&W dropper, this is one of the most rock solid droppers on the market. And sometimes they develop a little play in the top, but I'll gladly take that over a sticky dropper any day of the week. And to keep this build cohesive, and just because I couldn't resist, I couldn't help myself, I got one of these. Oh, whoops. A Tidal seat. And one of these days, I'm gonna figure out a seat that really fits me and that's comfy because I got a pretty wide butt. And this Seal Italia seat is just too narrow. It's not gonna work out. So let's get this bike fully assembled. So another thing that I've been doing to try to get better on my mountain bike is I got back into the gym. So I got a local gym membership and I went to go work out and I realized I forgot what to do. I stopped working out when I stopped racing BMX, so it's been a while. But luckily, Copilot reached out to sponsor today's video and they basically saved the day. Copilot is an affordable fitness coach app that hooks you up with a real-life personal trainer. So I hopped on a call with Austin and we talked about what my goals are with working out. I'm not trying to look like Fabio or anything. I just want to strengthen my core and be more confident on the big sends on my mountain bike, but also injury prevention. Coach Austin said no problem, and he's been making me personalized workouts for the last 4 weeks. So I got to choose to work out 2 days a week, but sometimes I'll be tired and I'll just ask Austin to reschedule it, and I really like the flexibility. Another thing is the Copilot app itself. It's like having a personal trainer with you there at the gym. So when I get to the gym, I'll start the Copilot app and fire up the workout, and it shows me exactly what to do so I can be sure that my form is spot on. It also times the rest, and you can record your reps, weight used, all that, and it gets transmitted back to your coach. And I truly believe this is the future of working out and one of the best ways to reach your fitness goals. In fact, over 75% of Copilot clients continue to work out after 100 days. So if you want to try Copilot out for yourself and get personalized workouts and support from a real person, an actual trainer, click my link go.mycopilot.com/EvansMTBSaga to get your free trial. But all right, you saw this bike needed a lot more attention than meets the eye. And these P&W chrome pedals are actually so sick. And I've used them on a couple builds already, but they're meant for this bike. This bike is their home. And man, I am loving the way that this bike looks, but I might actually ditch the red accents now. What do you think? But it's funny, I almost forgot the final upgrade for this bike. I was in build laps mode and I was just gonna fly right through it. And I was like, man, I'm almost done. But then I remembered, I forgot I didn't install this thing, a RockShox Super Deluxe Select. Now this is a new takeoff and I got it for $200 off Pink Bike, so it's never been used. And I'm thinking that it's gonna be pretty much the exact same thing as this RockShox Deluxe Select, but this one has a piggyback on it. Now when I built this bike up, people lost their minds that I didn't use a shock with a piggyback. And what a piggyback does is it allows the oil to flow in through right here, so it doesn't let the oil heat up that much on long downhills. So you'll get a more consistent feeling shock. But my thing is, when I take this bike to the shuttle park, my longest runs are about 3 minutes. So I don't think that's gonna be an issue. And this is the 2023 version. So the rebound knob is up here. It's pretty nice, but I looked it up. These two have the exact same dampers. So I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference, but for $200, I figured, why not? And maybe one day I'll get some suspension telemetry or something so I can really see what shocks make a difference or not. And let me know if you want to see that. It's like $1,500-$1,600 to get one of those suspension telemetry things. I think it's pretty cool, but let me know what you think if you want to see that on the channel. All right, the bike is fully ready to go. And whew, dude, my nerves just kicked up a little bit. Man. Well, I'm pretty bummed I couldn't slam the seat post all the way down. It just was too long. And then I had to reduce the height by 25 millimeters. Luckily, P&W makes that pretty easy. But man, I'm stalling. I just need to man up and go do this thing already. Let's go.
All right, made it to the top of this wood platform thing. Man, it's a steep climb. I'm out of breath. I don't know if I'm nervous or something or what, but there's one drop here, there's one little jump, and then just straight downhill, really steep into that step up. So let me eye it up right now. I don't want to go up and do this over too many times because that climb is way too steep. All right. There we go. Oh, okay. This bike actually made that very smooth. Well, luckily it's been raining here a bit. So right here is just like, yeah, there's rock, but it's not really loose rock. Maybe one right here. But the dirt is really tacky right now. And this is like seriously the best time I could hit this thing. This is feeling pretty good. All right. All right, well, I think it's time. Well, first, there's like a little slide line right after this drop and jump. I'm gonna hit the slide line, get a little warmed up. And man, this is gonna be my second run. And my buddy MTB Allen says, you should only do 3 run-ups. And if any more than that, it's just not your day. So, it's gonna be number 2. Let's do it. Yeah, oh, ow! Dang, I got like a stick that hit me in the foot right on the landing. This is the thing that whacked my toe. Dang, dude, that freaking hurt, man. Well, I guess I'm injured now. I can't do this step up. Ah, just kidding. Let's go hit it. Third time's a charm. All right, climbing up. Trying to deep breathe. One of the reasons why I got this chest protector is because I kind of want to look cool like Aaron Gwynn, and I'm super close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. And when I do, I'm gonna send him a DM. I'm gonna say, hey dude, let's ride. Maybe he can teach me some things. So make sure you subscribe. We're at 91K, so close. And hey, if I hit this jump right now, you owe me a subscription if you're not already. All right, dropping. Yeah, wow, that was so small actually. What the heck? Yes, dude. Yeah, the whole line, let's go. There's one more drop I want to hit, and I think I'm chickening out. Let's go check it out. Hey, you can call me a chicken if you want, I'll accept it. But man, this one is scary. I'm gonna save it for another day. Okay.